Hello, everybody. It's Sunday, fun day. Brenda, how you doing? And Mr. Giggles. Ha, ha, ha. Hey, Russell. Yeah, I'm a little bit late because I went and did a shift this morning and I just got done editing it. And so, yeah. TJ, what are you doing? Are you working this morning? Hey, there's TJ.
That's funny. Uh, no, I work later on this afternoon, so
Oh, okay.
I worked last night, and then I have off Monday and Tuesday. So,
So how's the new responsibilities going?
oh man, my brain hurts every day. It's like, man, can I just put this money here and put this money here and just call it even? I mean, I gotta just put it on. One for you, one
That's
for
because
me, one for you, one for me.
responsibility puts the weight on your shoulders.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I kind of I get stuck sometimes, and I have to call one of my coworkers to help me out and be like, "Man, I don't know what I'm doing. Help me. I need help." I mean,
Yes.
I know like how to like I know what I'm doing, but I get to a certain point and I just get stuck. I'm like, "What the hell?"
You know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing. I get it.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. Yeah, exactly,
Well, that's
exactly.
what you got to look forward in the future as you get older, that you get more and more of that stuff.
Yeah, it's like God, why can't I just grasp this concept? Dusty, what's up?
I'll be right back. Mia wants to be fed.
Okay.
All right.
Oh goodness.
Hi. Come on, me. Come on, me. My breakfast. Come on, me.
Feed me, Daddy. Feed me. I'm hungry.
Come here.
So, Jody,
Come on.
what's up this morning? Yeah, I was watching Johnny's show for a little bit, so and then I decided to come over here.
Actually, she wanted to go out.
Oh, has she been fed already or no?
Well, she's got her pills and that kind of stuff, but she hasn't had her food. But in the morning, usually she's kind of finicky. Either she wants it or she wants to put it off until around
Now,
noonish.
when you give her medicine, how do you like shove it down her throat, or
No,
does
I
she
make
take
her
it
a
like?
peanut butter sandwich, a small one. Put the pills
Oh,
on there, fold it over, and then piece it off to her.
oh, okay. Yeah, after I finished counting all the money and everything last night, they just opened this new yogurt shop called 16 Handles, not candles, but handles. And it's one of those it's a self-serve place, and they got a variety of flavors and everything, and then after you get the yogurt that you want. Like you put your toppings or whatever, then you go and weigh it, and then they tell you like how much. Like I got it was 20% off, so I ended up paying like $8 for a little like a
Do you
cup of
like
yogurt.
it?
It wasn't bad. It was kind of like, it reminded me of, or like it was like what's another yogurt self-serve place that I've been to? What the heck is that one place that I've
Yeah, you
seen?
know,
You know, what is that place over there?
that place. You know,
Yeah, I think it's called
just down around the corner. Yeah,
like
yeah,
down the street over there.
yeah.
No, but no, I think there's one in Fort Lauderdale. It's called Menchie's, and I think that's a self-serve yogurt shop too. So it's kind of like that. Manager, you're going to have to deal with crazy people again. Yeah, yeah. I've experienced that a few times before, and people come in and ask if we do certain things. I'm just like, I don't know, because like somebody came in like the other day and asked if we did return labels for FedEx. I was like, I don't know, and then I had to ask one of my other shift leads, and she said that we do apparently. So, but sometimes like customers will come in and ask questions and I'm just like not sure of. I'm like, I don't know if we do that or not. It just kind of gets crazy sometimes, and then just people are just kind of giving me like, what do you mean you don't know? And then they start kind of getting agitated and whatnot. It's like, sorry, I don't know. I don't know. And then I'll have to like go to somebody else that I'm working with or whatever, or call one of my other shift leads and ask them. What's up, Lance? What's up, Justin? How you doing this morning?
Lance, Justin.
Already. Oh, how was the fight the other night? Did Jake Paul end up winning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I didn't watch it.
You didn't actually look the next day to see who won?
No, because I don't know. I don't watch boxing too much.
Well, none of us were big boxing fans. We just wanted to watch that particular fight. No, actually, the girls' match, that was probably the most brutal.
Oh, after Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, there was a girls' one too?
There was four different matches.
They were the one before. There was a guys' fight, and then a girls' fight, and then a guys' fight, and then it was the Tyson and Jake Paul fight. The girls' fight.
So that was like the main one. So they were building up to the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul one.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, the girls beat the shit out of each other, though. I'll tell you what.
It was kind of like when you go to a concert, like the main guy doesn't actually come on. It's like first it's like an off band, and then like another band, and then it's actually the main guy that comes up.
Yeah, because if you put the main guy at the beginning, nobody's going to sit and watch the other people.
Yeah.
Kind of forces you to watch the other acts. But no, the one girl though, she had her whole right above her eyebrow, her head was like split open. It looked like she had a third eyelid.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And she had this big old flap of skin that was hanging.
Ugh.
And I said these girls beat the living hell out of each other. It was a crazy fight.
Damn.
See, the guys are very like dancing around and punch here, punch there. Dude, the girls, they were just getting into each other, just like they were fighting over a cell at freaking, I don't know, Yankee Candle or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lance, Frank Rizzo.
I'm not even joking. It was like two girls fighting over a dude.
Or should I call you Jody? But Frank Rizzo, yeah.
He's like Two people in one.
Yep.
Up Russell, Edward, Lance, Jody. Yeah, Jody said, yeah, the woman's was the best fight. It really was. To be honest with you, the Tyson fight was kind of a letdown a little bit.
Did they pour baby oil all over themselves?
No, they weren't at a P Diddy party. No.
There was like a pool filled, a pool, like a little pool filled with what do they put in there? Either baby oil or some kind of like lube or something like that. They fill the pool up with.
Only at your parties, TJ. Only at your parties.
Yeah, only my parties they do that. I don't know, man. I haven't really been to like a house party in a long time. Like I don't know. I'm too like I don't know. It just seems like when you get older,
You're
you
not the
just
party animal you pretend to be.
yeah, no. I mean, the only parties I go to are like the ones at like my aunt's house or whatever. Or, like if my uncle's performing at a bar somewhere or something, I'll go to that. I mean, I guess that's kind of like a party, I guess. Or if there's like a, you know, an outdoor event going on, I guess that's kind of like a party because there's food and drinks and stuff. So I guess I do kind of party sometimes, I guess.
So the real party animal is there, right?
Yeah, yeah. No Jello. Jello shots. Yeah, I got a couple of those the bracelets from that yogurt place last
Oh,
night.
God damn it.
What? What?
Hold on. Oh, these fucking memes, dude. Where? Oh, I'm trying to find that one. Where the hell? Oh, here he is. Oh, here you go. It's got fucking Epstein and Diddy on a Shawshank Redemption movie label.
Redemption. So, where are you at?
Do I look
I
like
look
Chris
like-
Pine?
I look like Chris Brown. Pray me, please.
Is there anything else?
Red Tupac. You next.
These Diddy, like I said, the funniest one was the Remember the Titans movie.
Oh, I think you may have showed that one time.
No, I didn't show it, but I was telling you about it. It was the Remember the Titans movie poster, and they put Diddy's face on it and it said Remember the Tight Ones. Oh, these Diddy memes are hilarious.
Ooh, that sounds good, Dusty. Bread and butter jalapenos.
I'm about to go out and make some breakfast burritos here in a little bit.
Breakfast
Making
burritos.
chorizo
Laura,
Got some
Do you-
chorizo and eggs.
do you have a crock pot, Justin?
Yeah, why?
Do you use it a lot?
Sometimes, not too often, maybe once every month or so.
Yeah, I have one. We never use it. I need to start using it because like I'll be scrolling through Facebook and like on the feeds like all these videos, like they'll be showing like all these chicken recipes. Like, damn, that shit looks good.
I'm gonna make some chorizo and eggs with breakfast potatoes, bacon, some shredded cheese.
Damn, save me some. I'll come over and eat with you.
You put a little hot sauce on there. There you
Yeah,
go.
I could take a little heat.
Comment to
Wait,
Justin didn't go through. Yes, that's because I've contacted YouTube about any of your aggressive comments. They said they will be blocking them from now on.
when did you tell her that?
No, I was just telling her now. She said my comment wouldn't go through.
Uh, uh, yeah, they are pretty easy, Dusty. All you do is just like throw it in there and it just cooks on its own. But I don't know. Mine's like a medium-sized crock pot. It's a circle. It's not one of those oval ones where you can throw in a bunch of, well, mine you can still throw in a bunch of stuff, but
Yeah, you're kind of limited with those little circle ones though, because they don't hold like big hams
yeah.
not hams, but roasts. Like, yeah, they're all right for if you're just cooking for like two people and you're just making a little small dinner. But biggest thing with crock pots though is you got to make sure you put the right settings before you leave.
Oh
And
yeah,
I've
because
seen so many
mine,
times where somebody either forgot to turn it on, or they put it on high when it should have been on low, or they put it on low when it should have been on high, and then the
yeah,
shit wasn't done, or it was overcooked. I've seen
yeah.
that.
I think mine only has like three settings, like a low, medium, or no, I think there's a high one. It's like low, medium, and high.
Well, your
But
standard
you can
crock
like
pot.
you could start it off with high and then turn it down to low, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I've seen people that were going out for the day and they were getting their crock pot ready to cook. And then they left and they came back later that day and realized they forgot to fucking turn it on. That's I said, that's
Uh,
the one thing you've got to remember when you're doing a crock pot is you got to remember to set your dial to the correct temperature.
yeah.
Don't get cracked early.
Don't get crocked early.
Yeah, Ninja does make some nice shit. I'll tell you that. You can't go wrong with Ninja kitchen appliances, man.
Mine's like a old one. I don't even remember like what the brand of it is.
Like
Yeah, that's a good.
they're expensive, but they're really good quality.
That's cool on that one. How you can put the spoon on top of the handle. Pretty neat.
Yeah, a bunch of what the hell's proof?
$130. It's not too bad for that one.
Well, like I said, Ninja's a little expensive, but they're worth it. They
Yeah.
got this new machine out. But it's like $300. It's super expensive, but I wish I could get it. But it can make like milkshakes and slushies and all this shit within like a matter of like 30 minutes.
Oh
And
shit.
and you don't
Well,
have
I've
to use
never.
like salt or anything like that. It's like you know how like the ice cream makers you have to put the ice in and the salt and all that bullshit.
Oh yeah.
This thing's actually got a built-in refrigerant in it, so it actually has a what do you want to call it? A cylinder that actually regulates its own temperature, so you don't have to use salt and ice and all that crap. You just literally dump your ingredients and turn it on, and it does its thing. And that's it.
Oh, I think I've seen the machine that does the slushies and
That's true.
everything. I think I've seen that. Christy, what's up? Proof is for making bread.
I don't make bread, so I didn't know that.
Rufus, what?
No, Christy's talking about proof is for making bread.
Yeah, so here you go, TJ. You can make like margaritas, slushies.
Oh yeah.
You can make milkshakes in here. make fresh ice cream.
Oh yeah,
But
that's cool though.
but the metal cylinder, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, here. That metal cylinder in there, this thing has its own like refrigerant type system built into it. So
Right, right.
you don't have to use ice or anything. It cools itself. But it's really nice. I watched a couple people do reviews on it. But fucking $300, I don't know. If it was like 150, 160, I'd probably get it. Well, I'm not paying $300 for something I'd use 3 or 4 times a month.
It seems like it would take up a lot of counter space on your counter.
Yeah, it's not the smallest machine either, but
Even our KitchenAid, like we have it sitting on the counter, it takes up a lot of space.
see, I'm one of those people. If I buy something for the kitchen, it's got to be something that you don't already have something that can do the same job already.
Yeah,
Like I'm not gonna go out. I don't go out and buy grilled cheese makers and quesadilla makers
yeah,
and all that bullshit when I could just get a pan out and make all that. I don't
yeah.
need to buy a special machine just to do that because to me that takes up more space and you're buying something that you can already do with something you already have, an existing
Right.
product in your house. But like that right there, I wouldn't be able to make that shit without buying an actual machine to do it. I don't have something to
Hmm.
make it. So I'd get used out of something like that.
What's up, Andrew?
Did my chat freeze? I did freeze. Son of a bitch.
I already had my big cup of coffee this morning. I might make some more. I don't know.
Oh, Lance said he couldn't log in to watch a fight. Yeah, so many people had issues with Netflix. Their servers,
Why was Netflix acting up so much for the fight? Why was
because their
it doing?
servers just weren't used to that much traffic all at one time.
Oh,
And they were just getting overloaded, which Netflix should have stress tested their system weeks in advance for that fight. They knew what kind of money was on the line for that fight. They should have had that shit fixed.
yeah,
They had to have anticipated that was going to happen. I mean, there's just no way around it.
right.
Because there was a good like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I couldn't get in and watch anything. But like Tim and everybody else, there was some other people that had that didn't really have that many issues. Like Tim and Dominic got a few hiccups, but it was only for a few seconds. Me and Donald and Dusty, dude, we lost our feed. We kept losing our feed every 5 minutes. It was a pain in the ass. Football games on Christmas will be on Netflix. No, I don't think so, Gitchy, because a regular football game isn't like the because you got to kind of compare that Tyson fight kind of like to the Super Bowl. Probably bigger because there was a lot of people worldwide watching it. So I don't think your standard football game will have that issue. Just my opinion on it. I don't think it'll be a problem
Yeah, that's probably what it was, Andrew.
because I
Too many
guarantee
people.
there's well over 100, 150 million people tuned into that fight. I can almost bet you. And that's being kind of low. I think it was way more than that. Yeah, it looks like Netflix is trying to get a lot more live TV deals now. Different things with sports and stuff. What's up, Mark?
Hi, Justin.
What's up, Mark?
Paul,
How are you?
TJ.
Mark,
How you doing?
How
how
you
you
doing?
doing?
I
How
agree
you
there.
doing?
That boxing match was watched all over the world. The American football games are mostly watched in America.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be an issue for the football games. Now, if they got some kind of deal to do the Super Bowl, they might. If they don't pre-plan, they could run into an issue.
Yeah, that's what
I,
more places.
yeah, that would be the type of event, anything like that or bigger is where they're going to run into a problem. But that's the thing is, like I said, they should have known that that was a potential issue weeks in advance, months in advance. And they should have prepared for that because it made them look really bad. There was so many people complaining online about it. And you know, if you're somebody like Paul that went out and got that 1 month subscription to watch that, some people may be turned off in the future to want to do that again because they're just going to assume the shit ain't going to work. You know, I think they really should have thought about that before they put that
Well,
fight
they
on.
should. I think they should have realized their limitations. You'd think that all the engineers would be ready for it, you know?
That's what I'm saying is that's something that they should have. Honestly, as much money it was on the line for that fight, what they should have done probably, and I'm just from my own opinion, they should have shut down Netflix for an entire day, probably a few days before the fight, and really stress tested their system. And did some maintenance and maybe some upgrades to it, whatever they needed to do. They should have done that a couple of days before the fight. Not that uncommon for companies to shut their servers down for a day to work on them, you know.
Hey, Lance. Missed him.
But they really need to come out before they next time they do a big event like that, and they've got to assure people, hey, we fixed the problem and actually address it. Otherwise, you're not going to get people to want to sign up for Netflix again to watch something. Especially somebody like me that pays for the top tier membership, and realize how frustrated I was that it was doing that. I'm paying $22 a month for that shit.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Joe?
Hi, Joe.
What's up,
Yo, Joe, what you know?
You know, I'm pissed off right now.
Why?
Well, I'm renumbering my pictures that I've got to renumber, and somehow it added numbers to the front. Now I got to go back and fix it all.
Oh, hell.
And I've never done that before.
Mm.
What's up, Jim?
What's up, Jim?
Hey, Jim.
Oh, should not have happened.
Too, Joe, it is very possible that there's one button on your keyboard that if you hit it, it fucks with the numbers, and you just don't know what button that is.
It could be.
And you know what I'm saying? You happen to hit it, and it was just like, nope, renumbered.
I know. That's what I think happened. I got that program, remember? And I don't have add click to it. So it's like, but I start like this week it's 012, then it goes to another number. They've added 2 numbers in front of that. And it's only with the ones that just changed. And I can't see where I did it. So I've got to go back and take those 2 numbers off of about 15 folders.
Oh, man.
Aggravating.
Coffee, coffee, coffee.
It's not that hard. It's just tedious, you know?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I hate tedious things, like, giving me a headache.
You mean like going to work?
Yes, and counting money. It's like, it's hurting my
Oh,
head.
Counting money's not tedious. Well, not when it's your own money. But yeah.
One for you, one for me, one for you.
Mm.
It don't work that way, TJ.
No, that only works for the tax man.
Yeah.
What's up, Andrew? I don't know if I said hi to the internet. Driver issue is this?
Man, I had to work a double yesterday.
Code 40.
One
What
of
happens
the
when you're the boss?
Yeah, one of the girls had called out that I work with, and my other shift lead called like, "Hey," the other girl that I work with, her name's Joanna, and she was like, "Joanna called out. Can you come in? I'm the only one in the store." And I was like, "All right, well, let me finish my coffee and I'll get ready." And she was like, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah, that's what
That's
being
a-
the boss is all about.
Yeah.
Why you make the big bucks there, TJ?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
yeah, you said you got paid more than they offered you.
Yeah.
So you're ahead of the game, buddy.
Yep.
So what you're saying is he had a price.
Yep. They offered him the
thought-
job at a certain price, and he says, no, what about? And he's thinking, maybe I should have asked for more.
I told you. That's the thing is I
Let
told
me jump
you.
from 18 to 20 an hour.
The thing was is I told TJ because they were offering him 17 something. I said just go in there and ask him. Worst case scenario, he's going to tell you no. And what did he do? He ended up giving you the 18.
Well, he
Yeah.
said
Even if it's only
17.50, you know?
Yeah, even if it's 30 or 50 cents, I mean that's still 30 or 50 cents.
Well, you should have asked for 20 and then settled back on 18.
Yeah.
You
That's
had
too
to,
much.
you know?
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know if I would
what
ask
would-
for that much. That's a little
Yeah,
high.
20 is too much.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. It's TJ we're talking about.
I would have said maybe the highest I would have asked would have maybe been. Well, 20 wouldn't be totally out of the conversation if they needed you that bad.
It's only
Yeah.
$2 an hour more than they were offering him in the first place.
Yeah, but it's also a small. Yeah, but it's also a kind of a minimum. It's kind of just a standard retail job. It's not like some
Yeah, but
high-end
it's
job.
not a standard retail job. He's management now.
And it
Oh, I
all
know
depends
that.
on the
But
budget.
what
on
I'm
labor.
saying is even though he works for a big company that's a huge company, every store operates as its own economy. So they have to follow
Well-
a strict store budget and they can't go over
Well,
that.
everybody tends to freak out sometimes because, a lot of stores are starting to close down, which has been going on for years and years. And every once in a while, somebody will come in the store and be like, oh, I've heard a lot of Walgreens stores are closing down. Is this going to be one of them that's going to be closing down? I'm like, I don't
There's that
know.
voice change.
Hey, TJ. Next time somebody comes in and asks you that, TJ.
But
Next
like,
time somebody comes in there and asks you that, be like, yeah,
Hello, closing.
they're putting us out on the street next week, and me and my wife don't know what we're gonna do, and we don't know how we're gonna survive Christmas with our 7 children.
yeah.
Get a $20 tip.
That's funny.
Yeah, all of a sudden TJ gets this like outpouring from the community. Local man's about to lose his job due to.
We'll work for food. We'll work for food.
When I worked at Pizza Hut, we had on our program, we had a little block that sat up in the top for the management, and it was labor cost. And it showed us how much labor cost per hour especially on Friday night. How much, because we might have 20 people working. And we watched that figure, and we had to keep it below a certain number to keep it reasonable, the way nobody got on us. And we used to watch that number. As soon as the orders died down, that number started popping up. And when it got to a certain point, we had to start cutting people.
Yeah, tell them to go home
And
for the day.
if you didn't cut people, they want to know why. They'd have a good reason.
Well, like I said, $20 wouldn't be. It's completely unreasonable if they needed him that bad. They may do it. You know, I've seen that.
But it's crazy though, because like that one girl Joanna that I work with that I was telling y'all about, like she literally lives like she lives right next to the store, and she's late like all the time. She always comes in late. She's never on time. She literally lives like right next to the store.
It's because y'all let her come in late all the time.
Yeah, TJ, you start reprimanding her. As soon as she comes in, be like, I'm not going to have this shit again. Do it again, you're fired.
Come in again, I'll spank you.
Oh, thank you.
Jesus.
Yeah. We got a big wooden spoon right in the back that you've never seen before.
Hell with a spoon. You don't use a spoon, you got a hand.
I use a hand. And there's this other kid that always comes in late because he doesn't drive right now. Like he's always having to call Uber and calls an Uber to come pick him up and take him and all this other shit. It's like, God, why can't these people
These are the things you have to address, though.
God, getting an Uber to work, that's taking at least.
Don't tell TJ to wear a dress.
That's kind of taking an hour of his payoff every day just to get a taxi.
What I'm saying is that's something you have to address, dude. If they're if they're getting there within the, like, say Walmart used to allow you to be up to 9 minutes late. Anything past that, you are in trouble. You got a point. So if you guys have that same type of rule, like where they're allowed to go 5-6 minutes past, then you can't really do a whole lot if they're within that time period. But if they're literally coming in 2-3 minutes past the actual clock-in time that they're allowed up to, then you got to start saying something.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys have that though, where like are you guys allotted so much time after your shift starts before you have to clock in without getting in trouble?
Well, I don't know. Like our upper manager, like he doesn't really say anything. Like he just kind of lets it slide, and like
tell him you'll fire him too.
Yeah, I know.
You walk into his office and be like, "This is a coup."
This is a coup. Yeah.
They did it to Biden.
Because like I was having a conversation with Joanna, and she was like, she's like, man, if it was me, I would have fired myself a long time ago. Because she's always late and all these other things, and I don't know.
I told a guy one time, he was missing work and everything else. He came in one day. I said, we got to have a talk. I said, you're missing this time. You're not calling in. You're coming in late. I said, what would you do if you were in my place? He said, I'd fire me. I said, okay, bye. He just looked at me and said, you fired. You did it. I said, I gave you the chance. Because I told him, I'm giving you the chance to tell me what to do. He said, I'd fire me. I said, you're fired.
Yeah.
Walked over there to the computer. He said, what? I said, you're fired. Went over and typed it in. And he looked
Yeah,
at me.
you even told me you
"Yeah,
even told me
serious."
yourself that you would fire your own self.
I said, learn from this. That's what I told him.
Well, the
The
only
other
thing
guy
is,
one night-
TJ, you've got to be careful what you do because you start firing everybody, you're going to be there at the store 24 hours a day running and doing everything.
That's the
Yeah.
only bad part.
Yeah, no, fortunately, they don't open 24 hours a day.
TJ go
No,
all
but he'd have
tyrant
to
on him.
spend the other time just restocking the
Stocking.
shelves.
Yeah.
TJ end up going all tyrant on everybody. They'd be like, "Good morning, sir." He's like, "What did you say to me?" You're fired. You start firing everybody for everything.
But I'm the
You're
general
fired.
manager. Isn't it? I'm the general manager. I don't care. You're fired.
No more check for you. Go.
No check for you.
District manager comes in. I wanted those labels to the left. I want them to the right.
You're
You're
fired.
fired. Well,
Yeah, you don't know this, but I'm really the owner of Walmart in disguise.
yeah. Going there like undercover boss.
Yeah.
Undercover boss,
And my-
yeah.
My area coach, Melissa, she used to come in, and I actually left one day, and I was down the street, about 5 minutes down the street, and one of my managers quit, called me and said, I can't deal with it. I quit and left. I had to go back. And Melissa said, did I cause that? I said, probably. Like that to her. I said, you came in, I don't know what you were doing, but he said he couldn't handle you anymore. And she came up after and we were in the middle of a rush, so I had to stay. So she comes up to me afterwards and she says, if you ever see me in here doing that, tell me to leave, please. And I said, okay. So it was a Friday night. She comes in and she was all in somebody's business in the back. I walked in, I just took her by the shoulders, walked her to the front door, and I said, I'll see you Monday. Like that. And she turned around, looked at me and said, go, leave. Like everybody in the store turned around because they couldn't believe I walked her out the
That's the
store.
chits.
Wait, so she would come in on her days off and just like walk around and just start like getting in people's
No,
business?
she
and
it
whatever?
was she was still working, but she was checking the store. So that she was in the cooks, telling the cooks that had been there, my good cooks, make sure you do this, make sure you do this, and they were getting frustrated with it. And they looked at me. I walked over and I just grabbed their shoulders, said, "Come walk with me." Walked to the front door, opened it up, and said, "See you Monday."
Uh,
And here's my area coach. And she turned around, looked at me, and said, "Go home." And when I walked back in, everybody was going, "How did you gonna be fired or what?" I said, "No, I'm not gonna be fired. Don't worry about that." She called me up later. She goes, "Thank you." I said, "Yeah, they were getting frustrated. And I didn't feel like losing two cooks."
uh,
But when you have a Pizza Hut that's in the top 15 in the nation, you can get away with shit like that.
TJ, I was top 15 out of 16.
No, all of them. They would call me. Wait, the regionals would call me up and say, "We want to come in and look at your store and bring a couple of managers. Tell us a good time." Instead of just popping in.
Who, this guy?
Yeah.
That's Captain Joe America. Yeah.
Captain Joe.
Captain Joe.
Yeah, I had a good crew.
Yeah, the other day I wanted to kill one of my coworkers because he
Can't do
like
that.
he was telling me like his dad just passed away and he had went to a therapy meeting or whatever and like we were getting ready to close and man this kid would do something and then go right back behind the register and just be like on his phone just dee. I'm like, Logan,
All right.
go do something with yourself.
You did hear that, huh?
Kind of like when TJ's on his phone on a live stream behind the
Yeah.
register.
Yeah.
Now,
like-
TJ,
like,
The kid just lost his dad. He's been going to therapy. He's distraught, and he's talking about firing him.
look, TJ, now, is Logan really you? Were you talking to yourself?
I think so. I think so. He's like a version of me.
Version of you, what? A what?
A
No.
virgin.
I heard
Virgin, you-
virgin. I said, Lord, here we go again. Like on Johnny's show this morning, they were talking about 04 unit and penetration that's only half inch and something about lotion and tissue. I said, oh, I'll be back.
Lotion and tissue.
I said, I'm getting out of here. I said, we're all losing the stream.
That's funny. Lotion and tissue. That's
I said,
hilarious.
Lord, what is this stream going to?
Uh,
Well, Johnny last night, the neighborhood he lives in, there was a guy walking around with what looked like might have been a pit bull, and he was trying to open doors in the neighborhood. And he's got a nice little
oh
neighborhood.
yeah, I saw that he was showing
Yeah.
like his camera, his camera or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, was
they
this
got
guy
a
like
house
on,
across.
was he on drugs or something or what?
Well, no, he was trying to rob something, but he actually broke into a house down the street where they had 4 college girls live there, and he took a window unit out and climbed in. And the police looked for him last night, couldn't find him. They got good pictures of the kid.
How
I
old?
thought- I
How
thought-
old a
I
guy
thought
was
Johnny
he? Was
was
he
gonna
like in
say-
his? Was he in his teens or like how old was he?
He looks like he's in his 20s.
Oh,
How
But,
many burglars take a dog with them on a job?
Well, now that's the other thing. It looked like a pit bull, so he may have been there to protect him in case somebody comes up on him. Somebody stick the dog on him. So you shoot the dog first, then you shoot the guy.
damn.
It's either that.
Sure.
A
America.
pit bull is a deadly weapon.
He was just making it look like he was out walking the dog.
Oh yeah.
America.
That's crazy.
But I was waiting to hear that Johnny, they caught the guy and he had more holes than he started with.
Be real bad when we find out it was Johnny the whole time.
That wasn't Johnny.
He's gonna be on the next
It was
live.
not
show.
Johnny.
Look at this new window unit I got last week. It's awesome.
Ah. That's one of them. I told Johnny, I said, shoot, I was getting ready to buy that lot next to you and build, but you got a bad neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy wasn't actually breaking into the house. He was just nicking the window.
Yeah. Said your neighborhood turning bad. I'm not moving in.
Security shit.
He had freaked his granddaughters out. And his son-in-law is a police officer. He's out of town.
Whose son's a police officer?
His son-in-law, Johnny's son-in-law.
Yeah.
And he's out of town right now. Yeah, I think that pit bull was like protection to him. That if somebody would have run up on him, he probably could have sicked the pit bull on him, you know?
But it might have been both because even what Mark said made sense. You know, like if you're kind of wanting to blend in and just look like you're a
Yeah.
neighbor walking your dog. You know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, I kind of believe that, but I think that was a combination.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It might have just been, yeah. Might not even been his dog neither. He probably stole that from somebody's
He
yard.
might have
too.
stolen that.
Take the dog as a lookout.
Yeah.
Tie
Yeah.
the dog up outside while you go inside, and when the dog starts barking, you know it's time to get out.
That's when you tell the guy, your dog dies first, and then I don't know what you're getting ready to do, so you might die second. Oh, where am I at?
Yeah, it's here on the news next. Local man steals dog and air conditioning unit.
New details at 11.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
How many
It's the
pictures
chore this
do you have?
morning.
How many pictures you got to recount?
No, I'm doing that already now. Now I'm copying. I do two versions for the people. I do a low resolution, it's a social media one, because it looks better on Facebook. It's
Yeah.
optimized for that. And then I give them a full frame. Now, the social media ones have my little logo in the bottom corner. And what I do is I got to go back and put, I'm not gonna say, I put I put underscore SM on it for social media,
Yeah.
like that. And then I put it in so they don't, so I've got them back-to-back pictures. And now I'm copying the social media pictures and putting them into the regular folders. Then I got to upload them to the internet, to each one of their folders. And then I'm finished. Then I just have to upload the pictures of the game. So I'm
Oh,
technically
there you go.
about an hour, not even an hour away. And and then I got to upload them to the backups. About an hour total work. But it's not that hard of work, you know what I mean? But I had 300 and something pictures, but you figure with all the folders, it's about 600 pictures.
Great junior player, great college
I
player.
can't believe I was only at 385.
He to a rookie of the year, so
How was that? I had a problem with my camera the other night. And it was pilot error, let's put it that way.
have some nice ones this year.
I'm sitting there and I'm noticing that I'm following them. And when you lock onto them, once you lock on, it stays with them. But I'm losing the focus. And I can't figure out why I'm losing the focus. So the game's going on. So I said, okay, I got to stop and figure this out. So I said, why would you be losing focus? And I said, AI servo. I went down and looked. AI servo is the setting you put that follows them. It was sort of one shot. I never changed it, but it changed the one shot. So the first shot was in focus and the rest of them, once I refocused, wouldn't focus. And I did that for about the first 5 minutes of the game. So I had pictures that I should have had. I had a beautiful block punt that I should have had that I didn't have. Now I'm gonna have to double. I must have hit it somehow. All the cameras, it actually gave me a couple of readings that it wasn't wasn't communicating with the lens. So it might be something going on with the camera. You know why? It's making me look at that new R1 that's out. I would love to buy that new Canon R1. But I don't want to pay $6,400.
Pretty sure Mac got the R2 for review already.
Yeah. They got a
No.
place that says they're doing a raffle for one. It's like $10 and they got 1,800 entries only. I just don't trust it. If I knew it was legit, I'd go ahead and put $10 down to give it a shot.
Well, who's throwing it?
It's on Facebook. That's why I think it's fake.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that. That was
It's
like
on
some
Instagram.
local,
It's on Instagram too.
that was like some local thing. I was like,
Yeah, but it's got a bunch of sponsors, and one of them, I need to contact them. It's Professional Photographers of America. It says they're one of the sponsors. I need to contact them and find out if it is, because I'm a member of them.
what kind of perks does that organization give you?
Well, basically what they do is they offer you insurance. That's the biggest thing. They have a lot of topics and a lot of seminars you can do. I took their class and got certified as a professional photographer. I got a big certificate on my wall.
Oh, okay.
You know, but they give you free insurance. It costs you. It's cheap. It's like I can't remember.
Was that for insurance for your cameras or?
Yeah. I got $25,000 worth of insurance with the cameras, and it's a 500 deductible. So if I drop that lens gets replaced for $500,
How expensive is that lens?
7,000.
Oh yeah, that's not bad though. It's kind of like
I had somebody drop his camera and break the lens, and he called him up and he said, "Yeah, 500 deductible. You get three claims, then they charge you." But it was $500. He got a brand new lens for 500, and he saved about $6,000 in the deal.
I say that's not bad because it's kind of like Kill Refresh, right? Paying
Yeah.
just a small percentage of the total amount of what it would cost to buy it new.
And everything else, you don't have to pay for the insurance. It's free with the membership.
How much does that run you a year?
I think it's like $20. I don't even think it's $20 a month. It's cheaper than that. It's not expensive. In fact, I don't even remember where it comes out of. I gotta go look and see where it's coming out of. Because if they don't get their money, they contact you the same day. I see that. So you said you're going to the doctor later?
Who?
He's got his Boston cream donut.
Going to
So
the
you're gonna be
doctor?
going to the doctor later because it's sugar rush.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's out the way.
MTV.
I hear every time I eat a Boston cream, I hear the angels.
It's because you're getting a step closer. That's why.
Getting a step closer. Donut time.
Peanut butter jelly time, donut time, donut time.
Donut time, peanut butter donut time. I don't know. I guess I need to work on at work. I need to work on putting my big boy pants on, I guess. But I don't know, man. I'm just so chill and like, I don't know. Like I try to be nice all the time, but like
There's nothing wrong with being a nice boss, but you got to know when you got to step up and be an ass too.
Yeah.
There'll be times you're gonna have to.
Which I'm kind of like struggling with, because like last night, we have this. It's like our office is like, it's a small confined space, and you can only fit so many people in there. So it was me and my other shift lead, and then our other coworker Logan, and then this other guy Evan. There's like 4 of us in the office, and I was like, man, there's two. And I was on the phone with my mom, and because I was asking her I was asking if we'd signed up for insurance, which I was pretty sure at the time beforehand that we did sign up, but I just wanted to be sure. So I was on the phone with my mom, and Logan and Evan were in the office like, man, y'all get them out of here. And Mom's like, be nice. Like,
well, the thing
There's
is,
that voice again.
Well,
You don't talk to them in that voice, do you?
no, I don't talk to them.
There you go.
Be nice.
yeah, because there's gonna be times, TJ, man, you're gonna run across some very awkward conversations you're gonna have with an employee. I mean, really
Yeah.
awkward. Like when
Yeah.
I had to have the BO talk with the one employee, or with the other employee who kept getting caught masturbating in the bathroom. But technically, we couldn't do nothing because he was in the stall and the bathrooms are private. And all
Did
the
he
other
have a-
employees,
How did he get caught?
Did he drill a hole through the wall so he could watch the other employees?
no, the other employees, because he wasn't being quiet about it, and the other employees were walking in to use the bathroom.
Was this a for real thing? He was like masturbating in the bathroom.
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought you were I thought you were making a joke.
No, he
Oh
was
shit.
masturbating in the bathroom, and all the employees were getting pissed off because obviously they didn't want to hear that.
Oh
They were getting
Especially a
god.
pissed
bunch
off
of,
because they couldn't do it.
I bet that was really embarrassing.
especially another dude doing it in a boys' bathroom where all the other guys are going in.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
wouldn't be good.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, you'll get people doing weird shit sometimes, dude.
What's up, Corey?
And let me tell you,
Nice.
those kind of conversations are the most awkward.
Yeah,
So
Don's having cold pizza and coffee for breakfast. That sounds like a real good combination, actually. Fire is and
I
I've
went to see-
heard, and like a lot of customers too have told me that Logan is, he tends to be an ass towards the customers sometimes, and like some people don't really like him.
and you think too, like say somebody comes in there and they're really not being a difficult customer, they're being nice, they're doing their thing, and then all of a sudden he comes up to them and starts being an ass. What do you do?
Go up and talk to him like, hey, you don't talk to the customers like that.
Okay. Now, what if she threatens to call corporate?
PJ, you talked me into another one.
Oh gosh.
We ain't had to do that.
What would you do if she
Well-
threatened to call corporate, though, TJ? To keep yourself from and your store from getting reamed by corporate, what would you do?
Tell the customer.
Maybe
I-
offer the customer a small discount on their purchase
Yeah,
for
I
their
guess so.
inconvenience. But like I said, the employee has to like really be in the wrong. Like you can't just have everybody come up to you wanting a discount. Like
Joe, is that
Yeah.
your granddaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, now look at my picture. I took that picture and put it in Bamboo Lab thing. It did pretty good. It's pretty good off of that picture right there. I made that last night for her.
there's nothing worse, TJ, than a fucking somebody actually getting a hold of your corporate office and reporting your store.
Yeah.
Then you get a letter or you're gonna get a phone call from that home office, and then they're gonna be, oh yeah, somebody's gonna get in trouble. We used to get letters from the president at Walmart, is what they called it, from the CEO. And say somebody was really unsatisfied about something that happened in the store and they got a hold of corporate, they would call us, they would send us a letter and then they would call us. It was more of an email. It wasn't like through the mail, but they'd send us an email and we'd get it that morning and it would have instructions on it and tell us what to do. And some of them would be like, you have to call the customer, you have to offer them a $200 gift card and apologize to them for the inconvenience that was caused in your store. And then that shit gets counted towards your bonus. Used to get counted towards your bonus.
Came out
Yeah,
pretty nice.
I don't know if we could do like gift cards or anything like that for.
No, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying, like, that's, for example, that's like what people will do, you know?
Yeah.
It's the kind of things you're going to run across because you guys probably have that same type of setup where that they call corporate. I'm sure you guys are going to get a phone call in the morning.
Yeah.
What
I
the
mean, we
hell is
do
going on?
have, yeah, people like when people don't get what they want sometimes in the store, like, all right, I'm just gonna call corporate and talk to them about it.
Gonna call corporate.
Yeah, you're
I'm
gonna
giving
run
a call
across
to
it, yeah.
corporate.
And that's the kind of shit you're going to have to deal with.
Yeah. I don't know how I don't know. I don't think I would like a janitor job.
Who's asking you that?
Well, Dusty was like, I think PJ should be a janitor. I hated being a manager.
That's because his wife kept overriding him in the house.
Uh, uh, uh.
Manager's not too bad of a job. Really depends on the
Jim,
store.
Jim said being nice as a boss is the best, but being firm is first priority.
Right. You got to know when you can be nice and joke around and have a good fun time with your employees, to when you got to be able to call somebody out for doing something. That's your
Yeah.
job. A lot of people are timid when they first get their first management position.
No, I'm
They're not
fine.
used to telling people what to do. I mean, I was when I got my first position, because all of a sudden I was handed 9 employees and 6 department managers. Never was a manager before, and they were like, "Here you go." I was like, "Okay." Like with almost no training. I mean, it was just mainly going off of what I've already knew about the store, and I just had to apply having employees to that now.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Jim's talking about, remember, though half of the time people who call corporate usually lie, so always pay attention to conversations.
well, 90% of the time too, though. When they call corporate, they're going to get their way anyway. And so it doesn't matter if you're in the right or not. Corporate doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, if they give the customer what they want, you are now in the wrong, period. That's the way they're going to look at it. Like, you fucked up. It don't matter. It doesn't matter that you might have totally been in the right at the end of the day. If they side with the customer, they're going to look at it as your fault. That's the way these corporate offices are.
Yeah.
Quite dickheads sometimes. Yeah. Teresa Lloyd.
I had a customer one night. A driver was walking to her door and dropped the wings. Okay, so he dropped like 14 wings on the ground. So he said, "I apologize." And if it would just fell, it would have been fine, but it opened up, went everywhere.
Right.
He said, "I apologize. Let me call the store and get you another batch." So she was about 10 minutes away. That's how far she was. So she calls me up and she says, "Your driver just dropped my wings." I said, "I already know, ma'am. We dropped some already. We got some going for you. But why don't I have them right now?" I said, "Because it takes 12 minutes to cook." I said, "We don't have them cooked waiting for you." I said, "We don't have them cooked waiting for people. As they're called in, we do them." I said, "I'll get them right back out to you." Well, why would I have to wait for the other stuff to get cold? And then she went off on me. She goes, "Do you freaking know? Do you effing know who I am?" Like this. And I didn't say anything. She goes, "I own this restaurant in Mandeville and all of this and all of this." And sort of going over. And when she finally shut up, I said, "Okay, so what you're telling me is that I need to come to your restaurant and raise the same kind of shit you're raising with me right now over your food." I said, "So you ought to understand, because you own that restaurant, what I'm dealing with right now." I said, "So when they're out, I'll have them brought to you." I hung up the phone. You know, I said,
Damn.
but I told her, I said, "I'm gonna come to your restaurant and raise hell."
She sounded like a real bitch and a half.
Oh, she was. The husband called me back later and apologized.
Oh.
And she was kind of like drinking, you know, like I want to say, you need to handle the bitch.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Well, she was slurring a little, so I kind of figured.
Yeah.
I put this on a joint thing for my kids to see just now, and my oldest son says, "Damn, that's freaking scary."
Are you gonna paint it?
I'm not doing anything to it. It looks just like that. It looks. She had a tongue sideways. It's got the tongue sticking out. It looks just like the picture to me. It's pretty close. I like it, you know. I'm thinking about making one for my daughter to give it to her. And I'm gonna give, like I said, I'm gonna give this one to my granddaughter, the one of me.
Oh, there you. Oh, I didn't know you made one for yourself. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one came out pretty good.
Like, yeah.
I'm gonna give her that one so she has pawpaw in her room. And I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep one of these and make one for probably for her mom. I think it came out pretty close. That's not bad for a program with a picture that really wasn't that good.
Yeah, that looks pretty smooth too.
Oh yeah.
You got to make two different ones. One just a bust and one has a finger.
Yeah.
My granddaughter. I'm about to bust a dog. I got a dog. I'm giving away 3 dogs. Y'all want?
Yeah, I'll take the dog. You want? I'll trade you a cat for a dog.
I'm dropping off, lads. Go on, Aaron.
I'm not going from bad to worse. Now I went to refresh my coffee, so they have to have a treat.
Hey, Justin, you don't have any cats there, do you?
One.
Dropping off, lads. I've got to go on errand.
All right. Yeah, I got 2 cats.
Justin's got 2 cats and 2 dogs?
Yeah.
Oh. How do they all get along?
Dogs don't really pay attention to the cats, and vice versa. Now, Tyson and Jax, our big tomcat, they actually like playing with each other. They'll be on the bed wrestling around sometimes.
Huh.
But,
Yeah, that's like the couple of cats across the hall. We like playing with each other.
But no, yeah, they all get along with it. They got no issues with each other. My biggest concern was when we got Bo. I was like, man, I don't want him walking in here and just attacking the cats because I didn't know how he was around other animals. He walked in, he looked at the cats and just kept walking. He didn't give 2 shits about the cats. He never gave them the time of day, and to this day still doesn't pay attention to them.
So today is National Hiking Day. That's something I won't participate in.
Well, yeah, you can tell everybody to take a hike.
I guess.
I could see TJ going in with the staff and going, take a hike.
Take
So
a
if
hike.
I-
It's National Hiking Day. Go take a hike.
So if I walk across the hall and I tell a girl it's National Hiking Day, hike up that skirt a little bit, would it work?
Well, no, when we'll walk across the hall with the girl and say, hike it a little higher, please.
Might get
Uh,
a
I mean,
black
make it up a little
eye,
bit.
but
Yeah.
probably going to get yourself a black eye. But
And that
Black
sounded
guy.
creepy.
it could definitely be done. Now, what the outcome of that situation will be, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
You can walk up to any girl and smack her on the ass and tell her good job, but
Now I know one of the moms, if I said that to, she's already told me they got an open marriage. She probably say, okay. I'm staying away from her.
Joe goes, he does 2 things. He shoots athletic videos for money and he hustles the moms for free.
That's the moms are the ones I'm worried about.
You actually had a
Telling that-
mom come up and tell you she has an open marriage?
Yeah, she did it. I was joking around with her at the junior high spot. And I told her, I said, I have to deal with you another 4 years because she's got a son coming up. And I said, she says, yep, 4 more years you got to deal with me. And I said, well, it's just maybe I'll have to get you away from your husband. She goes, you should have told me that earlier. We got an open marriage. I couldn't, I was speechless. I had to walk away.
hey,
Justin, your mic is real low.
Yeah, it's like sounds like you're off in a distance.
Like a
somewhere.
whisper.
He's got that Timu mic.
Oh yeah, my mic was low because I had it muted.
Oh, it's muted.
I don't know who you all are listening to.
Paul heard it. I didn't hear it.
No, I was trying to get these breakfast burritos finished for everybody.
And Jim. No, I get all of my Boston creams from Tim Hortons.
Tim Horton, a real one.
I thought you were getting those little mini ones from somewhere else.
Yeah, I was, but they sold the store, and now the new guy doesn't have them.
Yeah.
I got there was a chocolate, it was a regular donut. It was chocolate covered glaze. The chocolate covered glaze with the dip. And when I got them home, I read it and I hadn't really read what it was, but it was a regular donut, not like a Boston cream, but it was a chocolate covered Boston cream donut. And the inside of the donut, the hole, without the hole, was filled with the Boston cream. It was chocolate dip glaze.
Wow.
And that was pretty good.
So I did chorizo and eggs, breakfast potatoes, you know, the little cubed ones with the peppers and onions. I did some
That
of
sounds
those,
pretty good.
and then some bacon and cheese.
Yum, bacon, cheese.
Then I got the fire
did
hot
cereal.
sauce from Taco Bell. I love their fire hot sauce.
You're back to low volume again, Justin.
I'm eating, my mic's away from my mouth.
You got it tilted up. Okay, I got
Yeah,
it.
he's feeding his face.
I think I'm gonna order a Domino's pizza today because
Oh, there you go.
If you order a pizza online, you get a free one for a later date.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do have that deal, don't they?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
If you order online, they give you a free one
Yeah.
at Domino's.
Get the Philly cheesesteak one. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I might.
Philly
It
cheesesteak.
didn't. It wasn't really as good as I thought it was last time. It was gonna be.
Goodness. Voodoo Donuts. I don't know where we don't have that here, Dusty. There's a donut place in Jupiter. It's called Jupiter Donuts, and their donuts are pretty damn good. And then there's another place in Fort Lauderdale called Dandy Donuts, and their donuts are good too. So
Anybody who would have a Voodoo Donuts, it would be Joe. He lives in Louisiana.
Yeah, they probably have one on the South Shore.
I mean, I've never seen one, so
Be a big chain though. Might just be a local spot he's talking about.
They've got a place in Covington. I can't remember the name of Buttercream, I think. That they actually had a fire there a couple of years ago. That's where all the police used to go. And they finally reopened. And my son stopped there on the way back when he was still living here. And he just wanted to get a couple of donuts. He don't eat them. But he bought 6 of them, handed me 4 of them. He said, I bought these for you. Like that. And I looked at, these suckers. I said, what did it cost you for the 6? And he said, like $10 for 6 donuts.
Donuts
And I mean, they had there was
those up.
a pumpkin spice glaze. Oh Lord, that was a good donut.
Like I said,
that
donuts
does
are
sound pretty
donuts.
good.
Really can't fuck donuts up. Really, donuts, the taste of them is really how long they've been sitting for. Like the fresher the donut, the better it's going to be.
Dunkin' Donuts ain't too bad, but their donuts like sit out all the time.
like all the Krispy Kremes and they have the light out.
Oh yeah, I love
Light in the
Krispy
window.
Kreme. Those things are awesome.
And they turn the fresh light on. That means they just came out.
Yeah,
Of the,
yep. You take one bite, and the damn thing just melts right in your mouth.
Yeah, but if you go to the dollar store and buy you the Tasty Cream honey buns.
Ooh,
and
those
you
are
take
good.
a
I
ro-
love those things. We sell
and you
them
put-
at the
Yeah,
store.
put that in the
Honey.
microwave for about 15 seconds. It tastes just like a Krispy Kreme donut.
yeah, it was
Oh.
the same analogy I used back in the day on all the girls. Just melts in your mouth.
Melt in your mouth. So,
I've never heard of Voodoo Donuts, Dosey. That might be like a local
Yeah.
chain or something.
yeah.
Oh, Sarah said there's one in Orlando. She's heard of them.
Oh, is it?
I've never heard of them.
So y'all know that hurricane or whatever it is right now? Let me go look at it. I wanted to see it's changed a little bit.
I don't know. It's not coming. That hurricane's not coming anywhere over this way, is it, Joe?
Yeah. Y'all still
Is
get it.
it
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh gosh.
Yeah, but there's a
Where's
bunch
it
of
supposed to
cold
make
fronts.
landfall?
There's a bunch of
Wednesday.
cold fronts coming
Where?
down there.
Look like Cedar Key, Florida.
No, we're kind of far away from that.
That's right where the last one hit.
Tennessee, Florida, somewhere.
Brenda's gonna get it, huh?
It's up north. What? Let me show you. Up in the
They're
Panhandle,
gonna
right there.
find out it's the next town over.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's at 72. Let's go back. Because this is what gets me. Look at it right there on Tuesday. That's
Yes,
right
because,
over us.
Yeah, it's because that big ass, all those cold fronts are coming down.
Yeah, the cold
Well,
front's
it
doing it.
Should lose a lot
And
of power.
It's shit. This thing gonna hit the whole Gulf Coast. Watch. Look at that thing up here going by Paul, going towards Paul. But it's gonna go right across the Gulf Coast. But watch this. It drops back down, right? It goes down to
Oh, boy.
Tampa.
Right over
Look,
Tampa.
and it's going down. It's going the opposite way. Look at that. So it's gonna come in right here and rake the whole coast. All I know is that Friday night, I want to see that clear. We're at 102 for the 120. That's Friday. We're clear. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, Friday night, the game we're supposed to be in the 30s in the morning and like 40s at night. But they're saying there's rain coming in here Tuesday. There's going to be training right over us. So that means I'm going to park the car way up front. I dodged a bullet last time because it should have flooded. And you know how I've been procrastinating on changing that starter out? It's been starting now perfect for the last 2 weeks. So I think whatever was in that solenoid that was sticking finally
Yeah.
wore off. Finally wore it off, you know.
Yeah, Walmart's got pretty good deals on donuts, Jay.
Oh, that sounds pretty good too, there, Jim. Custard donut with chocolate on top.
And that's basically a Boston cream.
Yeah, Boston cream.
I did.
That's
try
not
one of those
bad. Eight donuts for $5.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah, that's a
tried
good
one
price.
of those Boston cream honey buns. Those were actually pretty good. Got a tasty cakes one.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Oh
Tasty.
yeah, I
say
like them.
Tasty
The
Cream with
tasty
Tasty
cakes,
Cakes.
those are good. I like them damn things.
Tasty what, Joe? It's a tasty cream.
Uh,
No, yeah,
taste-
tasty cakes are really good. I remember before they started selling them all over the country. My grandma, whenever she'd go to visit family in Pennsylvania, she'd always bring back cases. I'm talking cases of tasty cakes. My whole family would send her with shit tons of money, and she'd come back with like a whole case of just the cupcakes and the different things that they had. And but now they can sell them nationwide, so you can get them anywhere now. They used to be strictly the Pennsylvania area.
I'm gonna show you, let me see. I'm gonna show you the best fried pie in the nation.
fried pie.
The little fried pies you can buy.
What's her name?
Watch it.
Fried pies you could buy.
Come on. Why is it up
You do
here?
all your it's Caesar,
Showing us an ad for Caesars.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get the stupid thing to work. I can't get it to get out of it. Hold on, I'll go back. These right here. That's the best way to show you. Ubik pies. Right here.
you big- where do you get them at?
That's a New Orleans deal.
Oh,
They've got actually, it's been the company's been in business for like 100 years. And it burnt down a few years ago and they reopened finally. These things used to be $1 a piece. When they reopened, they're like $3 a piece now. But you
I
get
kind
like
of
a
feel like
$2.49.
something. I kind of feel like that's something you would see at Bucky's or something.
Well, those little
Yeah.
pies, those are like the ones that you get in the box at Walmart and shit. You know, the little
Yeah.
Debbie ones and I can forget what brand they are.
Oh,
Here you go.
you're talking about like the little Debbie cakes, like the Hostess ones or whatever.
Yeah, but they usually come in a little cardboard box.
Yeah, I think I might know which ones you're talking about.
Actually,
And I
like
almost
McDonald's
bought one the
apple
other night.
pies.
I haven't bought one since they came back out because I don't want to spend $3.
I remember about, it was probably 15, 16 years ago. We were all hanging out with, me and Sarah were hanging out with a bunch of our friends. It was like right after, probably one of the first year we were together. And we were all high as hell. And I handed her $40, and McDonald's had that dollar pie thing going. So I said to
Oh
her,
yeah,
to
yeah,
McDonald's.
they're apple pies. Those things are
Yeah,
so
she
delicious.
she went
Dude,
to
you should literally
McDonald's and got
get some vanilla ice cream and put one of those on top. The apple pie and put some vanilla ice cream on top. Oh my god.
no. She went to McDonald's and got 20 apple pies and 20 cherry pies, and brought them back to the house, and we fucking all mowed down on them like.
Dude, their double cheeseburgers are pretty good too. I like them things.
My favorite thing at McDonald's is probably just their French fries. I've always loved McDonald's fries.
Yeah, their French fries are amazing.
Like I don't like salty shit. Like 99% of the time, I don't like stuff that's super salty. But McDonald's fries, yeah, there's just something about those, man.
No, I'm working.
A lot of people get like the fries from
Stop.
Wendy's and get a frosty and dip the
No.
fries in frosty.
Disgusting.
I've
Yeah,
tried
that-
it, and I wasn't really. Yeah, I wasn't really impressed with that. Me and some people from work went to Wendy's one day for lunch, and one of
I
the
said
girls
no.
was eating it, and she gave me a couple fries and dipped it in her frosty and gave it to me. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah, on the way to the games, because I'm gonna be there so long, I usually stop at about 3:30. I'll stop at McDonald's and get the double cheeseburger bundle, the double cheeseburger and the fries for like $4. And I'll eat that before the game, and that'll keep me going until the end of the game. But that's been my go-to for years. I'll add more pictures of this guy.
All right, well, I think I'm gonna get off here and get some shit done and do something with myself before work. But I'll see you guys later on.
Later. Thought I had more pictures of this guy. Boy, that pisses me off. Yeah, I'm glad this is a free week for these people because I got a couple of people that usually play that didn't play as much. And I've just got a few pictures of them.
What's up, Corey? Where'd TJ go?
He said he was
Let's
getting
talk.
off to do something with himself before he had to go to work.
You didn't want to get caught in the bathroom like that one kid I had to fire.
I don't know
Had
what
to
he was.
talk to. No, we
I don't
didn't
know
end up
what he's
firing
gonna
him.
do to himself. I don't want to know.
No, we ended up not firing the kid because they said that technically he was in the bathroom in the stall and it's privacy. It was a privacy issue. So the upper management wouldn't let us do anything about it.
He had an
So whatever.
expectation of privacy.
I said, I don't care because I really don't want to have this conversation with you. Yeah, the Hostess fruit pies. Yeah, those are good. I actually just
Yeah,
had
those
a
are good,
box
too.
of those. Yeah, I just had a box of those the other day, and it came with the little mini ones in the box with they were paper wrapped like the ones you were showing, but they were little mini, like tiny ones. There was like 8 or 9 of them, or 8 or 10 of them in there. Yeah, the Walmart or the McDonald's little pies ain't bad. You just want, if you're having like a sweet tooth going through the drive-thru and you want something sweet. Buffalo Mountain Fried Pies, Oklahoma and Texas. I ain't gonna lie, Corey, that looks good. Just the first page looks pretty good. That definitely looks more like a homemade apple pie, though. It doesn't look like a mass-produced one.
Lord help me, he's in trouble this week.
Oh.
That dad that buys the pictures, I got 25 pictures of his kid this week. He's got a cart right now sitting there. I think it's over $300.
Right. Might as well just hire you as his personal photographer. You just follow him around all day taking snapshots.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been catching me after the game. I've been shooting him and his son after the game. Just a picture standing there. He took one of, and he wants 11 by 14, $40. And I took the picture of him and his son. Then he switched sides because on his arm he had his last name. So he wanted to arm the show with the name. So he's got wants 11 by 14 of each. And now, and like I said, his kid made an interception the other day. I'll show you the picture.
This is you see Joe being their private photographer. They're coming out the front door for work. Joe's out there snapping shots.
Here's a picture of his son the other night. That's him right there. That's actually a fumble. He's defense. He's a safety. He came up, the ball got hit, it bounced straight up in the air, and that's him grabbing the ball right there. And he's already said he wants a 24 by 36, a couple of them. That's $60 a piece. So this picture right here, I'll probably make about $250 on.
That's the one where it looks like his ankle's broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. just because the angle of his foot. Once Joe pointed it out, I could see it, but before
Yep.
it almost like it was like his foot just went like into this like weird morph looking thing. It's weird looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see the bottom of the cleat now that you see the side of it.
Well, at a minimum, his foot has rotated a little bit, you know.
So yeah, he's spending a lot of money on pictures.
Yep.
I said at that point, you might as well just hire you as his son's personal photographer. Just follow him around
Wait,
taking pictures all day.
Well, I shot his daughter the same way, Ashley. And he told me, he said, right around Christmas time, before when Ashley comes back, because she's at Alabama, he said he wants me to come out and do some family shots for him. And he wants them to wear their Letterman jackets and get a picture with their Letterman jackets.
Oh, there you go.
So when season's over with, I'm going to be making money off of the guy. And then this is the best part. I'm standing on the sideline last night and the yearbook staff's talking to me. And they said, we heard you got a real good picture last week of this. And I said, yeah, I showed it to them. And two of the girls looked at me and said, we want you to shoot our senior pictures. Like that. Do you do senior pictures? I started laughing. And I said, yeah, I do senior pictures. I just don't advertise it. And I don't do it unless somebody really needs them. And it's usually people I know. I said, because I don't want to do all the drama with everybody and try to market for it, you know?
Right.
And they said, have you done them before? And I started laughing. And I said, yeah, here's my card. Go look and you'll see senior pictures on my site. Are they expensive? I said, no, they're not expensive. I said, I'm cheaper than all the people around here that do them. Like this. I said, because I care about making sure y'all get a good product. And I'm gonna make what I want to make. Like that, you know? And one of the girls, she said, so do they look good? How much experience have you done with senior photos? I said, girl, listen to me. I said, I've been doing this for 50 years. I said, when I lived in Hawaii for 3 years, I shot for 3 modeling agencies. She goes, oh, that's enough. You know? I said, so that'll just tell you a little bit, you know? I said, I did all their headshots and all the layouts they needed.
Like, what do they expect you to say? Well, you know, how do they look? What's your experience? Oh, shit. They look like absolute crap. Like,
Yeah.
of course you can expect somebody to talk themselves up.
Well, let me see something. TJ's going. Let me pull a picture up and show y'all something.
Wouldn't even ask you your background. I'd just say, let me see some of your photos. That's your proof right
Yeah.
there. It's not like I said, it's not like you're going to be telling them, oh, yeah, I'm a real shitty photographer. Yeah, they look like crap.
I'm pulling up a picture. I got to wait for the computer to let me do it. Come on, computer. Let me find it.
I mean, and it's not like if you shoot them, if they don't like them, they don't have to pay for them.
Right.
I mean, if you shoot it and they say that they don't like the look of them, then
TJ's not here, so I'll show this now. Now that's not a high school girl, right? She was on a dance team for the New Orleans Voodoo. Now you see her right there. You know where that's at? That's in the middle of a sand trap in a golf course.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Samantha.
This is when you were in Hawaii?
No, that was here in New Orleans. In New Orleans. That's one of my like
What
right
was
here.
she doing photos for? Just to do them, or was she?
Well, we got to talking one day on the internet, and she said, I saw your pictures. You do pictures for anybody? I said, yeah, you need some? And her last name was the last name of my my sister's boyfriend. I asked if they were related, and they weren't. And she came out and we shot the pictures, and we did it right there at Audubon Park with the golf course.
But she didn't really have a like specific reason. She wasn't like giving them to a modeling agency or anything like
No,
that.
she just wanted some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I shot the same place I shot this girl. I shot this girl out there and did some stuff for her. She needed some headshots and stuff. So I shot her pictures. We used to go out right there by the Audubon Park Zoo in the back there, this little area, and shoot pictures back there.
Very nice.
And that's just with a camera, with a little flash, sometimes a little fill-in flash, and just out in the middle of open, I could do that, you know. But that's 50 years experience. Now let me tell you about that girl, that last girl. We're shooting all these pictures, and she's dressed in Oriental outfits and everything else. And I've got to go stop at the lab. Now, listen to this, Justin. I got to go to the lab and pick up some pictures before they close. And I'm in New Orleans, and I don't want to be there as long as I don't have to. So we finished shooting all the pictures, and we're looking through them and everything. And she looks at me and she goes, "Well, what do you have to do now? Where you want to go?" Like that. And I looked at it, and my stupid self said, "I got to go pick up some pictures to the lab. I'll give you a call." I'm driving down the street. And I said, "Oh shit, what did I just say?" This is when I was in my 30s.
Fucked up.
I said, "You got to be kidding me." She wanted to spend the day together in New Orleans.
What you should have said was, "Well, I was gonna go try to find a place for lunch. Would you like to come along?"
You know, but you know, the problem was I did it so long with the agency, is you had to be so professional. You couldn't say something wrong, or else you're done, you know?
Uh,
So it was like, it just automatic.
how's the weather down there, Joe?
72 degrees and sunshine.
Oh, flying weather.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I'm actually think I might go fly a little bit.
It's windy here and 48 degrees and supposed to get rain on and off all afternoon.
Yeah, I see a little wind, but I don't think it's enough to bother me.
Now, what kind of wind have you taken the Neo out in?
It was about 10 mile an hour yesterday, the day before yesterday.
There you go, Joe. There's a minute-long video for you to watch. This reminded me of that story you just told me of you just being clueless and not realizing what you said.
You sent it to me?
It's in the chat.
Okay, hold on, I'll see it. Hold on. Oh, Lord, I'll watch that later.
She keeps dropping hints, and he's just like answering her like he's just not picking up on it.
Oh, I picked up on that. When she started playing with her hair and said, "Oh, my pipe's dirty."
He was like, "No, they're good. I cleaned them."
I'd be saying, let's check it out. I'd be in trouble. That's what I need. I need a neighbor like that.
Those two make some funny ass videos. They were the ones that made the remember the pizza one I played when he was delivering a pizza.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get her to have sex with him for the pizza because she couldn't find her money. Yeah, that could they're actually pretty funny. That makes some funny ass videos.
Well, I had a girl in Hawaii that was, now I was married. Remember, I was married, and I had to go pick her up to go. She was going to a Mountain Dew commercial, and she didn't have a ride, and I was off. And I said, "I'll pick you up and bring you," like that. And I had already shot some pictures for her for Inter Island Modeling Agency, and we did the headshots and everything she needed for the commercial. So I'm on the way. I run over to the house, and she's right there by Diamond Head in Waikiki Beach. So I'm sitting there on a sofa, and she goes, "Let me show you some of the pictures I have." And she hands me a portfolio. So I'm looking through there, and she's taking a shower, right? So I'm just sitting there looking through her pictures and everything. She comes out, and when she comes out, she comes sits next to me with a towel. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, why are you sitting next to me in a towel? You know?
Yeah.
And she says, "Can you do me a favor? Can you go out on my line out there?" Because she was hang drying some clothes and grab me that shorts and that. I don't want to run out there in a towel like this. I said, "Sure." Right out and got it, come walking back in, hand them to her. She drops the towel and starts putting her clothes on. Now, there was nothing suggestive there. That's what she was used to. You know, it was like, Lord help me. I need to get out this house. But that's what she was used to. We went to the Mountain Dew commercial, and she was doing the line for the Mountain Dew stuff, and they had about 10 guys there, and they had a rope that was tied to the ceiling, and the guys had to climb up the rope and touch the top. And the line was wow. It was wow. A Mountain Dew and a Diet Mountain Dew. A Mountain Dew refreshing taste and a Diet Mountain Dew. And I'm standing there, and these guys can't climb the rope. And the guy looks at me and says, "You're next." I said, "I'm not here for that." He says, "Oh, you look like you can climb the rope." I said, "Yeah, I can climb the rope. I was a Marine." You know, he says, "We need somebody to climb the rope." So I climbed the rope, touched the thing. I said, it was, "Ooh, a cool, refreshing taste and a Diet Mountain Dew." That was the line. So he says, "Okay, you're in the commercial if you want to be." And I looked at him and said, "When's the commercial going to be?" He said, "We're going to do it." And it was out of the river where they were going. I had to climb a rope from the water up into the tree, sit up there, and they're going to hand me the thing. I said, "Ooh, a cool, refreshing taste and a Diet Mountain Dew." $500. So that was nice. That was in 1982. All because I could climb a rope.
Oh, Michael.
But shoot, if I could have it to do all over again, I would probably have stayed in Hawaii because I had a name going with the photography side, and I should have stayed there and done photography. How many ships you got to do today, Paul?
I did the one this morning, but there isn't hardly any ships out there now. Well, I think I'm gonna call it, guys.
Catch you later.
I'm gonna
Okay,
load these
Justin,
pictures
you have a
in.
good day and don't play too much Fortnite.
Yeah, see you
All
later.
right.
Joe,
That's
get
gonna
out and
happen.
fly. You got the weather for it.
And once I get these pictures loaded, I'm gonna probably go do it.
Okay. All right, everybody. We'll see you later today.
Yeah, later.